Hi ladies, I was going through a First 5 app this afternoon and I was looking at one story that I thought was really interesting. It's about a man named Ahithophel, and it's not a name we hear frequently or even think about, but Ahithophel was the counselor to King David. When David set up his kingdom and set up his army, he also had a counselor, and he called Ahithophel to do that. And Ahithophel did that for about 16 years. Ahithophel was apparently a pretty good counselor for David. He kept him on a long time. But when Absalom came in, remember Absalom is David's son, and Absalom wanted to take over the kingdom and kill David. And Absalom called Ahithophel to come be his counselor. And Ahithophel did it. He turned his back on David and he did it. And he went to Absalom and he gave him really, really bad advice, like sleep with all of David's concubines and try to ambush him in a field. Whenever that Absalom realized that some of Ahithophel's advice wasn't so good, he quit listening to him. And Ahithophel was so discouraged by that he ended up killing himself. Now, where's this all going? Well, Ahithophel was Bathsheba's grandfather. And it kind of makes you wonder, although it doesn't really come out and say, in all those years, did Ahithophel have bad feelings toward David because of the way he had seduced his granddaughter, had his grandson-in-law killed, all those kind of things? Did he hold that grudge all that time, maybe, and didn't let it go, and even used it to try to get even going through David's son to get even with David? It's kind of a question that we don't really have an answer to, but it kind of looks that way. And I got to thinking about holding grudges and getting even. Holding grudges is something I can have a really hard time with, not necessarily getting even. I figure that's God's business to do that. But one thing that the Bible does say in 2 Corinthians is to make sure you take every thought captive and use it for Christ. Whenever we have those feelings of grudges, when we have those feelings of bad feelings toward other people, take those thoughts captive. You are in charge of your thoughts, not other people. And you have the control over that in order to say, hey, I've got to let this go and I got to give it to God. Maybe if Ahithophel had done that, would have turned out better for him. See you later.